Tzu Chi Indonesia Chapter works with army and police to give out aid items to the impoverished. Car accident survivor receives treatment in Tapei Tzu Chi Hospital and can now walk with prosthesis. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. It's Ramadan now and many people are in need of aid supplies. However, due to the epidemic, many Indonesian people can't go out and have faced financial and food shortage crisis. Tzu Chi volunteers have begun to distribute supplies in different locations to help families in need with the National Army and local police's assistance. Volunteers took protective measures and wore special equipment while packing aid items. This is Tzu Chi's Pekanbaru Liaison Office. Volunteers work with local army and police officers to distribute aid supplies to impoverished families in Capri.
We will try to deliver Tzu Chi's living necessities to people in need as soon as possible. We have investigated which families are in need of help so we can truly help the most needy.
Before, the public needs to pick up the aid supplies personally. However, this time there are some changes due to the epidemic.
There's a large-scale social movement restriction order in Capri, so that people can't go out. Therefore, we worked with 200 taxi drivers to deliver the items door to door in order to lower the risk of virus transmission. The epidemic has caused our income to decrease. This job can improve our situation a bit.
Carrying Kota Binjai, volunteers have prepared 2,000 bags of rice and instant noodles to help the impoverished. The army and police officers are helping to distribute.
We are very grateful to Tzu Chi Indonesia Chapter's help. You've handed these living supplies to the police, and we will distribute to the public in need as soon as possible. People were impacted by this epidemic severely, and they are desperately in need of this. We represent the impoverished people to give thanks to Tzu Chi. We've never worked with Tzu Chi before, but this time the experience was quite nice. These supplies are very helpful to the people, and hopefully we can work together again.
Many impoverished people have faced living challenges after the epidemic. Volunteers hope to support them during the dark hours and show them the power of love. The Kung Fu Kidney Hospital in Sichuan's Chengdu began promoting a vegetarian lifestyle a few years ago. As the hospital's superintendent is a Tzu Chi volunteer, it began with just a vegetarian breakfast, but now does meat-free meals 1 day a week. Many of the employees find their health has changed for the better and are happy to share this lifestyle with their family and home.
Chengdu's Fukang Kidney Hospital serves a vegetarian breakfast each morning and has been for many years now.
In the beginning, some of the staff had some comments about it, but they have all accepted it because their physical health has improved.
The superintendent told us repeatedly it's good to adopt a vegetarian diet, and it is true. At my age, I'm now affiliated with 3 hypers. I'm very healthy.
Superintendent Ming Xia is a Tzu Chi volunteer and has encouraged her employees to adopt a vegetarian diet for more than 7 years. In the end, she decided her patients can benefit from a morning vegetarian meal as well, and many of the elderly patients wholeheartedly agree.
Eating vegetarian food helps us to cultivate a person's nature. It's good to eat it regularly. I feel good when I do. It's a good lifestyle change.
Besides the change in eating habits, the hospital also has spiritual enrichment meetings, where they meet once a week to listen to the master's teachings. These meetings have helped many employees lessen their work stress.
After we participated in this activity, the day's tiredness and stress were alleviated at the end of the day, and we would head home with a happy, light heart. It's much better than going home with work stress on our shoulders.
Thanks to the superintendent's sharing, the vegetarian lifestyle has improved the employees' health, while the master's wisdom has given them emotional support.
Vegetarian food can not only reduce carbon emissions but also keep us healthy. After the coronavirus epidemic, Tzu Chi volunteers became more active, and in Beijing and Kunshan, volunteers thanked the medical staff for their efforts by preparing vegetarian lunchboxes for them. They also hope that these medical professionals will be inspired to promote the goodness of vegetarianism to more people.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Kunshan promoted vegetarian food for medical workers activity, and for 30 days, different lunchboxes were produced every day.
I think there was enough protein, fat, and carbohydrate. I also found that eating vegetarian food at noon didn't make me feel hungry until I got off work. I also call on many others to join. Let's work together to protect our planet.
The nutritional content of vegetarian food is equal to that of meat. Medical staff know this well, as volunteers appreciated this vegetarian action, and when it concluded, hoped to extend it to their family.
Thank you for organizing this event. It's not easy going into the cafeteria to make these meals. Everything from the organization to the manpower. It's very difficult to change habits every day. Thank you very much for this.
In the future, I have heard our special assistant talk about the part of the staff meal at DaAi Hospital will let our chefs make vegetarian meals. This will let us continue, and we would like to thank you for this.
Another veggie promotion event also took place as Beijing Tzu Chi volunteers have been providing vegetarian meals at Beijing DaAi Hospital for 6 consecutive weeks. Each week, special attention is made to ensure the meal is nutritious.
Wood fungus moisturizes the lungs, and carrots to supplement with vitamins. These mushroom and nuts will boost immunity, and chickpeas supplements protein. This is a very nutritious vegetarian meal.
After the habit of vegetarianism is formed, everyone looks forward to the lunchtime on Monday. To make dishes without meat, volunteers have ingeniously made changes in ingredients, allowing delicious vegetarian food to win over people's taste buds.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Bangkok, Thailand promote vegetarianism to the public and provide 200 free vegetarian meal boxes every day. In addition to members of the public, policemen and government officials also come to collect veggie meals. It is hoped that by going meatless, the epidemic will end soon.
200 vegetarian meal boxes are needed to prepare every day. Chef Yin and volunteers are already very busy early in the morning. She has been vegetarian for 18 years. She wants to attract more people to go meatless by her cooking skills.
Frankly speaking, I will get tired, yet I don't feel it's hard. I hope everyone can cultivate their own blessings.
Volunteers take up the responsibility to deliver 200 vegetarian meal boxes.
Eating more vegetarian foods, our body will get healthy and the novel coronavirus will end soon. Go meatless together. Bless you. Thank you.
During the epidemic prevention period, many people agreed to abstain from eating meat and not killing animals. Apart from residents, policemen and government officials also came to take vegetarian meal boxes. The driver, Wajawat, even came every day.
There are many advantages of vegetarian food, as it is more nutritious than a meat diet. It's good to our body.
We tell people that vegetarian food is actually delicious and good to our body. It can reduce killing of animals so that the epidemic can end soon.
Volunteers try their best to promote vegetarianism, hoping that one more person can eat one more vegetarian meal to save lives together.
Ms. Zhou is a beautiful and capable woman who almost lost her entire left leg in a car accident. Zhou Bozhi, an orthopedist at Tapei Tzu Chi Hospital, did his best to help her retain her knee and part of her calf for a total length of 25 centimeters, so that after wearing her prosthesis, she could walk and live like a normal person. Now she hopes to extend the love and enlighten others' lives.
The scene now showing this couple makes people feel happy.
现在脚主要是因为我怀孕一下胖太多，我胖了15公斤，所以要等到我的体重比较稳定之后呢，再去更换这个沉筒。
Zhou Yaqing's left leg is a major disability caused by a car accident in 2014. She suffered a severe fracture of her left calf. At that time, her family contacted a professor who suggested doing a knee amputation to save her life. Yet, Dr. Zhou Bozi, an orthopedics in Tapei Tzu Chi Hospital, was willing to spend more time helping her to keep her lead and a part of her calf with a total length of 25 centimeters.
At the beginning, we just want to make a lightning decision. Of course, it's technically easier for us. But for her, 20 or 30 years later, whether she's sitting or standing on the stairs, it can matter for a lifetime.
With the attentive care and encouragement of the medical team and volunteers, Zhou Yaqing was discharged safely. At the year-end blessing ceremony of Tapei Tzu Chi Hospital in 2015, she shared her new life on stage.
After I put on prosthesis, I can do everything that normal people can do. I can restore my normal working life. I can even wear high heels.
The Formosa Fun Coast water park dust explosion caused many young lives to suffer. Zhou Yaqing also went to the hospital to share her experience with the family members of patients who also faced the fate of amputation, creating a cycle of kindness.
Seeing these patients suffering from burns and scalds, in fact, I think God is good to me. We still have the ability to help others. This is actually our additional gift given by God. I really feel that it is more blessed to give than to receive.
After amputation, although Zhou Yaqing looked optimistic and positive, there was a dark side hidden deep in her heart. She thought that her disability would make her lead a lonely life. Beyond her expectation, after 40 years old, she encountered her husband and later gave birth to a baby girl.
Physical injuries are easier to heal than mental ones, so I really thank the medical team at Tzu Chi Hospital and Tzu Chi's brothers and sisters for their assistance.
Zhou Yaqing is full of gratitude and satisfaction. Tapei Tzu Chi Hospital has enlightened her heart again. She also hopes to become a person who can enlighten others' lives.
In order to promote vegetarianism, Tzu Chi volunteers donated money to buy ingredients and made delicious lunch. At the same time, they also cooperated with some stores to provide customers with meal vouchers, helping everyone not only eat one veg meal a day, but also eat without meat every meal in the future.
To encourage more people to be vegetarians, Santong Tzu Chi volunteers were busy preparing lunch dishes early in the morning. To take care of everyone's health, all dishes are handmade.
Some people say they don't eat processed food, so we need to make them by hand. We also made some signature dishes, which were all well received.
They prepare all the ingredients each morning, even remove the head and tail of the bean sprouts. They are very attentive. The whole bandang is delicious and not very oily.
In 12 days, more than 2,100 lunches were provided. Nearby TV stations and well-known enterprises all respond to embrace in vegetarianism and motivate more young people to come together to be vegetarian. Zhonghe Tzu Chi volunteers prepare 110 lunches to participants who attended the Disaster Prevention Education Conference in Zhonghe District Office.
Tzu Chi's vegetarian lunch is really full of blessings and love for the earth.
Since Tzu Chi took part in the work of home epidemic prevention, they have prepared their own vegetarian lunch boxes, hoping that their actions can influence officials to join the ranks of vegetarians. In DaAi, volunteers pay for their own food and put much effort on preparing their lunch boxes, hoping everyone eats dishes happily.
Vegetarian foods should take into account health. Also, avoid dishes which are more watery as they will spill out.
The number of people responding to the Millers campaign has increased from 60 to 100. Not only government agencies, but also private sectors. Meanwhile, Tzu Chi has issued 1,000 vegetarian blessings coupons to encourage people to go Millers.
We like to encourage everyone to be a vegetarian by offering vegetarian food vouchers.
A nutritious vegetarian diet makes everyone healthy. In addition, it can also contribute to the earth. Let us start with you and me.
During the coronavirus epidemic, Master Zheng Yan calls on everyone to go vegetarian, with Jinlong Borough Chief in Taichung responding by hosting a vegetarian event. Tzu Chi provided 200 vegetarian meal boxes to share with Borough residents. A Buddha Day ceremony was also held.
In response to the vegetarian events in Jinlong Borough in the Loft District, the kitchen of the Chi Ji Liaison Office has been bursting with tempting aromas early in the morning. Chef Zhang Chongyue also volunteers teaching vegetarian cooking in the community, bringing her students to help today. The dishes in the meal boxes are very colorful. It's very delicious and attractive. Jinlong Borough Chief Ma Guoliang facilitated this vegetarian event. He has a deep feeling of the benefits of going meatless.
Eating vegetarian food is good to our body and the whole society.
We are also vegetarians and are willing to promote it to everyone.
We need to repent to the heaven and be grateful to the land. I hope that everyone can go meatless to get rid of this epidemic soon.
Volunteers also invited residents of the borough to join the Buddha Day ceremony, easing people's mind with a deified and pious heart.
People with mental disorders may be a danger to themselves and need full-time care. In addition to receiving professional care in psychiatric hospitals and nursing institutes, Taiwan also has many such individuals who live at home and are cared for by parents and family members. However, medical care for such individuals could drag on for decades, causing great physical and mental and economic pressure on the family members. What is even more worrying is that the disease of mental disorders may continue to the next generation, causing more than one family to suffer. Follow our report as we learn more.
今天庆生的时候，切一块蛋糕给妈妈吃，好不好？好，来吼！妈妈祝你今年事事顺心，大家吃饱。祝妈妈生日快乐！看到我有欢喜无啊？有啊！趁到钱一个月第一笔钱我就随过来看你，好无？
My mother liked to dress up and be beautiful when she was young.
While her mother loves beauty and is introverted, but when she became ill 15 years ago, she completely changed.
Mom at the time was quite bad and would get out of control, even threatening other people with a knife.
At that time, Azi's mother caused some trouble to the neighbors and was a case of interference in the community. Later, she entered the medical system.
Aji, who had to take care of his mother, also became ill, so both mother and son entered the mental hospital.
He has been sick with long-term depression. That is to say, the entire family are sick. So if there is a genetic relationship in this disease, we should remind people of it.
A study found that if one parent suffers from schizophrenia, then the chance of a child having it is 12%. If both parents suffer from it, the child's chances increase to 40%. Their inheritance of life should not continue like a tragedy. However, the haze of this disability hanging over a family does continue. Like in this family, 3 people, the father, mother, and son, all suffer from the disease.
3 of us have lived in a mental institution for 20 years.
The father and son couldn't help crying when they remembered the passing of their mother.
Although they are mentally handicapped, in fact, they have a strong feeling of their loved ones. The mother passed away because of breast cancer 4 years ago. Now, it is the son who lives with his father. The son who also helped his father take a bath, assists in feeding him and pushing him to the park for activities.
Patients with mental disorders, once returned to the family and community, may slip through the cracks in the medical system. A survey found that on average, every specialist working in this field in Taiwan has to track and trace 350 schizophrenics in the community. This shows that there is a serious lack of manpower.
On our visit to Australia, the caseload for mental health specialists working with serious patients was about 1 to 3 or 5. But now in Taiwan, it is about 1 to 300, as we hope the government can put in more resources to help the mentally ill.
The mental health system is not perfect, and the situation of families with members who have mental disabilities is much like a candle in the wind.
Dad, are you still alive? I miss you so much.
Xiao Ting is a mental patient with schizophrenia. She has forgotten that her father passed away many years ago, and she still looks everywhere for him.
The pressure of taking care of Xiao Ting was on her father. In the face of this grief, Xiao Ting sometimes chooses to deliberately forget his passing.
It's not just the government's establishment of a perfect medical system to pull out the mental patients and their family from a sea of despair. Actually, this task falls upon everyone who is willing to be compassionate and help those in need.
There's a rumor on the internet indicating that taking too much Western medicine will lead to dialysis. Is this really true? Let's hear what the experts said.
67-year-old Mr. Huang suffers from multiple chronic diseases and has to take various medications every morning.
I take medications for high blood pressure, diabetes, a total of 11 tablets. And if I catch a cold, then I have to take another cold medicine.
There are rumors on the internet saying that taking too much Western medicine will cause dialysis, but Mr. Huang is not worried when following the doctor's prescriptions.
If I take my medicine regularly and follow up my checkups every 3 months, taking my medicine every 3 months, the doctors take very good care of us.
When the doctor is prescribing medicine, the doctor will consider various aspects, such as the patient's condition and cross-medication side effects. However, often it's the patients who do not take the medicine accordingly, which causes the disease to worsen and in the end results in dialysis.
Dialysis is mainly caused by diabetes. If you look back at these patients, many of them do not take their medications regularly and also do not take good care of their diet or exercise, causing their disease to worsen and in the end, leading to dialysis.
We must always follow the doctor's prescriptions. If there's any worry about side effects, feel free to discuss with the doctor, but never stop or reduce the medication personally.
For the chronic disease patients, it's a must that they consume the 3 high medications. The risk of not taking these medications is much higher than taking them.
The worst thing is not seeing a doctor when sick, long-term incorrect usage of painkillers, which will really damage our kidneys and livers.
Singapore Great Love Kindergarten has designed courses that teaches the spirit of staying humble and diligent, as well as cultivating children's compassion and kindness during an epidemic. Take a look and see you next time.